supplementary question I'd asked on the question of the HR audit of the number of teachers that we have in the Republic. You say the process is taking on place right now, and I was going to ask whether you're prepared yourself to make sure that we then cascade it down to all the county governments and all the wards, so that you understand that what I'm looking at is the inclusivity. Is there a possibility that we can have a record to know which areas have got more teachers that they don't need and those areas that have less, so that we can begin to balance out the numbers? Thank you.
Honorable CS, check the 3 questions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This just to confirm that NEC has free online training programs for all the teachers. The curriculum design for CBE was done in 2018. And in that curriculum design, the teachers were given a document that has a curriculum, the assessments, and what they are supposed to do in each subject. So the subjects that were in junior school were actually taught and assessed. There were no subjects that were not taught, and there were no subjects that were not assessed if they were taught. There are no subjects that were left out. In fact, after the Presidential Working Party, there was an harmonization of the subjects from 14 to 9 to ensure that there is no overload of our learners. Parents are involved in this particular exercise of competency-based. It is just not exams, because what happens is there is a 20% mark that you get, class-based assessment that you get when you are doing your projects, which projects some include the participation of the parents. I think if you know that there are parents who are saying this exercise is too expensive because we are being told to do work with our children. That is the involvement of the parents in order for the children for the parents to participate in the children's activities. And the stakeholder engagements that we normally have, parents are invited. Parents associations come on board, we have discussions with them, and whatever they raise, we take into account and we make the necessary adjustments and give them the support that they require. The schools are also required to engage with the parents as they progress with the children. In fact, the design of CBE is such that there are 2 reports that are given to each school. One is a school report that would say the subjects that you are dealing with require this kind of adjustment, and also individual students' reports to indicate where the strengths are or the weaknesses are and what adjustments need to be done. In order for a child to be placed in a particular pathway, it is a continuous process from grade 1 all the way to grade 9, and that building will have indicated where the child is likely to fall toward, what their competencies are in, the skills are in, their interests are in. And that is how we've been able to place students at 51% STEM, 38% social sciences, and 11% sports science. So it is a process that cascades, that is continuous, and it keeps adjusting so that we are not only relying on the exam, which was the 844 kind of system, so that whatever you've done for the 8 years, if you do not get marks in the exam of 844, you do not progress. That is not how CBE is designed. It is designed for you to get something continuously as you do your studies. The question on the HR question that Honorable Onyonka has asked, it is true that we now want to cascade that analysis down to what we require. For example, I have indicated we have now 51% STEM, 38% social sciences, and 11% sports. It means that we have to recalibrate even our programs in universities and in our training institutions to reflect these percentages, so that we do not have, for example, that we don't have an inverted sort of pyramid where you might be having more teachers for subjects that have got less learners. And going forward, and as we speak, We've had the first meetings with universities, and we are now working towards the curriculum for 2029 for universities, which will reflect what the competency-based education requires for our students, so that we align, so that we do not have teachers that are overloaded in one subject and underloaded in another. So we are doing that using the numbers, and will cascade across the board. Thank you.
Senator Nyotu, what is it that you want to say? The Honorable CS has responded.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. You know, the matter that we are discussing in this particular session is of great national importance, Mr. Speaker. And the CS has responded to my question and said that the matter of identifying a child's potential, strengths and weaknesses is a continuous matter right from grade 1 to grade 9. So just one point. Can we then, if it is a continuous matter, can we be able then to say in which particular pathway we'll place a student even before the summative assessment at grade 9?